All right, so in today's video, we're recording the bingo video. What do we got today? Gold 2 support. Basically, they peaked at plat 3, fell all the way down to gold 2, and they said that their tank had actually given up in like around the first round, but they were able to bring the tank back, and we'll see if that helps them secure the win. So let's see if we can get bingo, how many bingos we'll get. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that cart just got healed up pretty quickly, which is always nice. All right, so far, you know, this is... Is your Ana flanking? I can't tell. Okay, make sure you pay attention to healing your teammates in a second here, though. I know you want a DPS, which is fine, but I also want you to focus a little bit on keeping up your teammates. Oh, that's a lamp that you just used. I mean, I get why you used it, but you also have an Ana with you, too, so, like, you have the opportunity to catch up on heals, even if they're low. Doing your thing. Tank's playing aggressive. You have window if you need it. All right, good lamp. I mean, actually, I don't know if that was the best lamp. You have LOS, but... Yo. I'm gonna pause you right there for a second. Do not cross over the way that you just did to get over to that diva. I know you survived that, but that is not what you want to do.
Let them up. Oh man, I just realized I am lucky enough to tune into Bingo Friday.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about that very quickly. Bingo Friday isn't a thing. Okay, we got Daryl Lim ult. I also want to do ulting with low HP, and then someone ults and falls over immediately. I think all three of those in one situation there. Tank out of LOS, you're actually right about that one too. Tank out of LOS. There you go, there you go, the bottom right one, and this one, both of them. Like, they basically were asking to be healed, but they couldn't be healed, and then also out of LOS. Both of those checked off. But yeah, it's okay to lamp, is what I'm saying. If you're gonna solo window somebody, you can lamp. Okay, you're running back. This is looking great. This is quite the run back. We've had one ult used during that fight. Make it 2. I don't mind you going for the Pharah there. They're out of position. Truthfully, I actually, like, your Ana's still alive, right? Yeah, so I was going to say, you actually killing that Pharah, I'm okay with, because you have an Ana. Ana Bap, in theory, your tank should be surviving, but what's happening right now, in my opinion, your tank's playing really aggressive. What I do as a tank, and as a suggestion for anybody trying to learn tank, so I like to look at the line of sight of where my supports are at. So I can know, like, what my sight lines are for my support. So that's what I like to do. So that was a Diva pact? Kinda. Diva's behind you now. As long as your Ana keeps you alive here, you should be good. I know where I'm checking this one off. That is an easy check off. No one peels to the supports easily. Oh, you're right. We do have overly aggressive tank too. Is that on here? Yes. Good call. Something I've consistently talked about is if keeping your other support alive just enables your team to do so much. And then you can be aggressive after that too. So you just... I'm okay with that window, it's fine. Where's your diva at? Oh, baby diva, okay. Whoa! Okay, I want to talk about that very quickly, because you now have become the frontline support in that situation, so we're going to check off the frontline support. Your window is fine. I am okay with your window. That's going to take up the radius, but your position, it was not good. You're standing in the middle of the open.
Are we sure loss doesn't stand for lacking obvious skill? Because I got that issue and my supports keep spamming that in match chat.
No, that's not what it stands for. Thank you for the 10 months patch. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's not what it stands for. I'm gonna count this as could have been on the cart because you already had it in the limb. So we're gonna count that as you could have gone on the cart. Would you have won the team fight? I don't know, but you did have an early pick, and sometimes that one pick alone is like enough to win that. And then your diva just over their backline, so you could have touched it. I just watching. Hey, good shots there. Good shots. A little bit okay. I like you getting the first pick, but like I always talk about this. When you get a pick It is huge. After that point, just back away. You have a 5v4. What is the only thing the other team can do? Make that pick not as useful. Trade. Don't just stand there and get rolled.
Get in here.
Okay, good. I was just making sure all the rocks stayed intact, because I know you were trying to lamp the rocks to save them over here. Everything's good. I'm waiting for it. Okay, just resetting. Something you think a lot of BAP players don't know is that the lamp has the exact same trajectory as the grenades. If you can hit your grenades, you can put the field where you want.
Let them up.
Okay, so I want to show you something about this window. It's too much of an escape route for them. They can back up. They can immediately go to cover. Like there's nothing they can. Like you're using the window to clear out the area, which can happen sometimes. But like this wasn't the point of the map where you needed to do that. Like look at like right here. Could maybe be a better window. Why? Less cover. It doesn't mean they can't have cover, but you like the idea of taking the map control, right? You see that? You're going to get more map control from that. This one, you're just going to get the corner.
5 months already.
Should be a good Sigma. A rank gold. Now, keep in mind, if that team was playing in front of the card, right? That window's a lot better because they can't escape that window, right? But when they're playing in a spot where like it's really easy to back away from it, that's what will happen. Now, if you ever watch me play BAP on stream, I guarantee I'll have bad windows and bad lamps. It happens. Like there's nothing. You're gonna have windows that aren't perfect. You're gonna have lamps that miss by a mile. I see it. I do that when I play BAP. I see it happen in top 500. Like you're gonna have bad lamps. You're just trying to minimize how many of those you have. I'm okay with this for now. This is fine. I am going to check off Alton after a team fight is 1/loss. At that point in the map, your team already won that, and your team just bobbed. Okay, now if we were going to argue about the bob one, then we just saw the Farah try to ult right there. So let's go and check that one off. We have ult after a team fight is 1/loss. All right, so what's your play here? I don't mind this for now. Going for a little bit of an off angle. I'm okay with that on BAP. BAP does a lot of damage. Obviously, there's a slight nerf to BAP's like reload times that you have to reload now, and not reload time. I mean, you have less ammo, so you're going to reload a bit more, but overall, I'm fine with this. I'm okay with the lamp. Is it my favorite lamp? No, but like I'm okay with it. Lax, thanks for the feature spine. Thank you, appreciate it. Be careful. You're stuck on a... Okay, understand. Okay, did you get stuck on the... I'm going to count that. You got stuck. Get stuck, runs into something on the map, lamp, post, walls, etc. Checked off. You think it's Baptiste, you need to keep jumping? No. All right, that was certainly a lamp. Again, these lamps have been lamps. But we just learned a tip on that one, so that's always good. Think about to your left, by the way. I know what you're doing here, and I don't mind this, but I want you to think about your... I understand what you're doing. I just want to point out that, like, you have to also understand that that exact play won't happen all the time because of look where this part of the map is. Like, if you're going to do this, just go, like, right here. You know what I'm saying? And even then, like, it's kind of risky because they can just peek the stairs and get you, but, like, yeah. Aren't they using cooldowns a little bit too much? Yeah, I'm already going to check off spamming cooldown just because of some of the lamps we've seen. I'm just 100% I'm doing that. Time for a lamp. Oh, now you don't use the lamp. If it's to save the rocks on the ground or like the random stairwells, absolutely. I am going to check off spamming cooldowns though. I've seen enough lamps before that we're going to check that one off. I'm also going to check off optimistic flank. I think that one flank you did where you got stuck, I also thought that was a bit optimistic. Or the other one you just did. The other flank you just did was pretty optimistic too, so. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Okay, so where do you want to go next? What's your vision here? Nice shots. Okay with the lamp. Okay, that diva just went in 1v5. That's always good. Booty Cheeks, thanks for the 2 gifted. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for the 2 gifted. That was definitely a 1v5. We're gonna check that one off for the diva. Can't really do much there. You were reloading. Orisa also went in 1v5. How do you win this? Wait a second. Good lamp. Very good lamp. That saved your team. Fine with the window. It's the last team fight. The last second touch. The bomb. All the ults being used. It's an ult domino. If the other team regroups, they can easily win this. If they don't run to the cart one by one, then they'll be fine, but they're doing exactly what happens in this situation. There we go. Which it's rare we see it in a non-overtime game, like as in like 3-3, but that team 100% just, I'm gonna count that too. We're gonna count ultimate domino. We're gonna count goes in 1v5, we've already seen that. And we're gonna go people run to the point one by one during overtime. All of that happened in that sequence. Outside of that, I think we're good. Does the honesty count as CC? True. I mean, listen, the next time we see anybody remotely get CC chat, just let me know and I'll check it off. You see any type of CC. Like even if Farrah boops somebody right now, I'll count it. Actually, no, I saw Orisa javelin spin somebody. That counted earlier. There you go, see? So that'll be our first bingo. I'd switch off of Moira soon just because they went deep. They have Diva here. Only you just lose a little bit of value with your orb. It's not that like Moira's necessarily bad here. It's just more like I don't know. That orb, that certainly was an orb. Careful of the ult. All right, yeah, say Moira now. You have your ult coming out. You can use this for overtime. Oh, okay. On to Ana. Yeah, I'm surprised you made that swap only because you have your ultimate and like you're about to be in the last team fight here, which I can't believe this game is still happening. Like this is. Oh no. Oh, the beat, but you're out of LOS. But you had to. I can't believe this is still going. I think your team's gonna win this. Nice, good job. All right, your team actually caps that. Let's go. I'm gonna count long team fight. I think that was a long enough team fight for me. You went all the way through third point, push it through. CC'd happened earlier. Orisa javelin spinned. You can count grab as CC if you want. There's been a ton of CC. I just haven't checked it out. That's our first. We have 2 bingos. Everyone stacks in the objective. We're gonna count that one because you have to stack on the objective. Oh yeah, you're right. The diva that dove in earlier. Tank falls over. I'm a tank. Good call on that one. That's another bingo on top of that. Here we go. Good heals. Good early pick. Flanked by their... Keep it going. Okay. You got the first point. This is good. That was just a good first point for your team. You can window... Wait a second. Watch out. The doors are going to close. Just be careful of that. I like the window, though. I like the window. Just know that one of the doors is going to close soon once the car pushes. But I'm okay with the window. Right now, I'm okay with, like, the solo picks because, like, that is... In overtime, it's huge. Actually, the door closes a lot later than I thought. You're fine. All right, your team's going to win this. Okay, now I wouldn't stack everybody on the cart right now. I would go take a little bit of map control. It looks like the Soldier 76 is doing that, so you're in a good spot. Remember what I talked about with going in one by one during overtime? I like how that Bastion just came out of nowhere on the flank. And you know what? I'm going to check that one off as a question mark because I have no idea what that Bastion was aiming for at that point. That is my question mark of this one so far. That Bastion made about as much noise as possible and then tried to flank in a 1v5 on the cart in turret form. They couldn't have been any louder, you know? Because it was a zone and flank? Oh, that's true. You're right, never mind. First heal, thank you. Good ult by your team. Okay, this has been a good job by your team. So far, a great push. And remember, Chad, I've talked about how, one thing I've talked about is how, you ever notice how a team with less time will sometimes win these games in overtime? It's because you have one less team fight. A lot of the time, you won't be able to create as many team fights. So the team with 4 minutes will have to spend like an extra time getting that team fight, which could be like you have to use your ultimate sooner. They're able to build their ultimates quicker. I'm not sure what's going on up here, but this is certainly a play from both teams. I would push in front of the cart. I would push in front of the cart and play an angle. Good positioning. Nice play. Don't focus on going back there too much because you remember they are there. Focus on your Ashe. There you go. All right, thankfully the Bastion has decided they're going to go in front of everybody now. They said last time the flank and turret form didn't work. Let's just go into the front of the cart. Let's just use a... Was the idea of the window to just be like, hey, we held the point? Or, my guess is this is what happened. It's overtime, and at that point, you're just hitting your buttons. Here we go. Huge. You can't charge ult without using ult. That's also true. Good grab. Watch out from behind. Nice lamp. Don't go out of your lamp, though. Play LOS. Play smart in this one. Okay, that's not what we were looking for, but it happens. Just play with your team at that point. You already did your job of getting the soldier out of making value with that. You have a burst heal, you're fine. But that was way too out of position. All right, good job by your team. In that situation, I want to point out, you win that team fight, but trying to 1v1 behind you and make that play can result in your team losing that. And this is where we're at, Chet, by the way. We're looking for randomly AFK voice line spam. I do want to point out, after this bingo card, we're going to remove voice line spam from the card. I think it's just too random and like it doesn't happen too often. And then we have hold on to the ultimate for quite a while, and then after a team fight is won, everyone stands on the card. So that might happen. All right, play to live. Spamming the Ryan shield a little bit. Nice job. Kill that pylon if you can. Look at that pylon. Look at that pylon. Look at that pylon. Look at that pylon. Your Ashe ended up getting it, but like if you have the opportunity to go for that pylon, you got this. And that lamp is okay, but you wide peek. There's a Bastion. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Someone has to
Wait for it. They didn't go for map control. They all sat on the cart. See how, like, they didn't take any of that high ground where your team's at? That's good for your team. That is good for your team. You win this, right? Oh, wait, it's a minute 28. I forgot. It's not even overtime yet. This is what I mean about the team fights. Okay, so we're going to check off. Apparently, chat said earlier the Ana held on to Nano, so we're going to go with chat, and we're going to check that off, which gives us 2 more bingos. After a team fight is won, no one goes to the map control. That is checked off. This team right there gave up your team all the map control, and you won off of that team fight. So that is now checked off, and that leaves voice line spam and randomly AFK. My guess is we won't get those, but you never know. But that's why it's so important. I talk about it all the time. When you win these team fights, you can even keep 3 on cart, but take away some of the map from the other team. If you give them the team opportunity to go wherever they want on the map and do whatever they want on the map, you are going to lose those team fights. Kazari's out of position. That's just on your Zarya at that point, but this is a good window. This window works. Like I said, windows can be situational on where the value will be. Right? You're on a jump to cart? I mean, got the limb? I don't know. Like, I feel like this is gonna... How did your Ana survive? Huh? The Ana survived that whole thing. The Ana is still alive. And you get the dub and the win. Nice job. That was a great game that your team won. It was good to see the comeback there. Like I said, work on your lamps, work on your windows, work on your position. And I know that's a lot there, but I think that will improve your gameplay a ton. I think in that video, you can see where you were kind of out of position. We talked about that. So I hope you all enjoyed this bingo video. Here's the completed card. Got a lot of bingos. Didn't get randomly AFK and voice line spam. We're going to be adjusting the bingo card a little bit going to the next one. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Sub to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. Speaking of that, with the 3 YouTubes, the 3rd channel, we're going to start putting some ranked games on there now. So you're going to start seeing more consistency on that channel and close to everyday uploads of ranked games. We play a ton of ranks, so why not have some games on there? It's the more emongg one, sub to that one. Sub to all the channels, though, if you haven't. We record these live on stream. As you can see, that's the Twitch chat right there, so make sure to stop by the stream if you haven't. We have a lot of fun. And if you want to submit your own Spectating or your own VOD, all that, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That is where you do that. Follow everything in the description if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.